Okay, it's Renee from Sisters Thrift, Michigan. I am back. I've had a shower now. I'm back from the bins. I washed up some clothes. I'm going to give you my very realistic haul. So I will say bins are challenging because you can't try stuff on. So as you know, it's just kind of trying to see how you look if you can through a picture or something. A lot of these things I didn't even try on. So this is a very sparkly sweater. It is very clingy. So it is a little right now out of my comfort zone. However, my plan is not for today, so I'm going to come back into the focus. It's not for today. This is for the holidays. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm hoping that by the holidays this will be something that I will be able to use in a little better way. But this was a retro brand. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I'm not disappointed too much. I have a whole little section of shirts and stuff that I bought that are kind of sparkly lately, and I don't know why. It's just kind of, I guess when you hit 64 you just say I can sparkle a little, at least from the outside, and we'll just kind of go with that. Anyway, this isn't this one. It's a TBD. Okay, here is the brand on the sparkle shirt. So not one I was really super familiar with, but you know, we'll see. It's definitely interesting, and it was almost free. So I'm now wearing a chaps shirt that I picked up. I love chaps. It kind of definitely goes with that Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren vibe that I love. So I like the stripes. Definitely could put it on for winter under a sweater or something. So I loved it. Okay, I kind of bombed on this jacket. It's a little snug. It is a Gap. It seemed to fit when I was there. I washed it. It does not fit anymore. So I'm probably going to re-gift it back to Goodwill. And then I found this shirt under also in the bins. I loved it. I think it's St. John's Bay. So it's a win. I love it for fall. I'm just gonna have to roll up the sleeves a little bit because it's a little large. So that's okay. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, I found this America t-shirt. I really like it. Fits well. So it was a win too. I think it was somebody's Memorial Day or 4th of July, but I'm gonna keep it. Okay, in the bins I found quite a few pieces of Elizabeth, which is Ralph Lauren's plus size line. I thought I had taken this one out of my cart. I had tried it on and just... So I got this St. John's Bay barn jacket. Fix my pants a little. I didn't realize it's a 2X. I loved the sleeves. I loved the buttons on it. I knew it was roomy. It's a little too roomy probably for me now. So I may re-gift it. I have somebody I can see if they're interested and they want it. So it's a win for them. But I liked it. I just, after I got it, I was like, ooh, that was a bad. Should have read my labels better. But we'll see. I got two hats. One is for my husband. It's a Carhartt. It looks like it attaches to a Carhartt jacket, but I don't know. I just thought it would be nice in the winter because when you're in Michigan, this looks like it might be something that you might want. And it can be tightened up all the way around. So I kind of liked that. It's got like a little tightener all the way around the head. So snow blowing might be a good thing. Not very attractive, but it's a win for whoever has to do the snow blowing. Usually it's him. Also, I did pick up a Michigan State hat. This is not quite dry yet, but I always have a hard time with hats because I have a giant head. Today I have a clip on it, so let's try taking it off. But I like it. Michigan State is kind of my team, so as you might have noticed. So this was a pretty good deal. Love the bins. Go green, go white. Okay, this is an Ann Taylor Loft sweater. I think I shrunk it a little bit. I did put it in the dryer but I put it in low, but it looks like it shrunk a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it. I think it'll be okay in the fall. I like the colors, so we'll see. I got a wool Madewell sweater that I washed up, and this is it. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's a little shorter than I like, but by the time that the warmer weather comes, I think I'll be able to do the little bit shorter version, I'm hoping, and it's very nicely made. I still am pulling off a couple things. I even washed it and let it flat dry, but it's good quality. It's very warm today because it's July and it's hard to look at wool sweaters now, but I couldn't pass it by at the bins, so this is it. It's in black and it's just very solid and nice. I like it a lot, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Okay, here's the Grace and Karma dress that I found at the bins. Yeah, I think it's a little bit on the smaller side. And that was it from the clothing at the bins. Now I'm going to show you just two things I picked up at Goodwill. They're the only two things I picked up there. I went to the Goodwill on Ivanrest, which is right down the street from the bins. Made a quick stop there. It was so hot today. I couldn't for much longer. So I did make a quick stop in there. I found a couple of things. I tried on a bunch of stuff, but I only found a couple of things, and I was really running out of time. So I didn't film all the stuff. I filmed a couple little things that I tried on, and I'll show you those. Here's what I actually got. Okay, I got this cute J. Jill top. I really like it. Their tops just fit nice. They come down lower. They've got the little they've got little slits on the side. They flow. I don't know. I really liked it. I did try on a white one that I didn't get because it made me look really wide at the bottom. Not that I'm not, but I mean, I hate to accentuate that. So I think the darker color looked better. So I also have one other shirt. I'm going to try that on for you, and then kind of wrap this guy up. So we'll get onto the shirt. Okay, so while I was there, I tried on 3 different Tommy shirts, and this was this Tommy Hilfiger. This was the one I purchased. They were all the exact same size. One of them fit. The other 2 I couldn't even button. So I can't always predict how things are gonna fit. I used to think I could do it by size. I can't. So anyway, this is the Tommy Hilfiger shirt that I found at Goodwill after my bins haul. I'm sporting it with a cute little bracelet that I got at American Cancer Society out of Kalamazoo. They had this at their new store yesterday. It was featured in a video, and I just loved it. I love the red, white, and blue. So I am back to work tomorrow. Life is going to return to a little more normal. Not as much thrifting, which is not as fun, but you'll still see me. I will definitely be posting and showing you some cool stuff. My sister and I have a weekend planned where we are going to thrift here in Michigan. We've done thrifting in Chicago a few weeks ago, and now we're coming here. So I'm going to tell you the Goodwill. Okay, so the bins were crazy today, super hot, nuts. But you know, I found a lot of stuff. And then these were the clothes. I felt like I had a ton of them, but I didn't. I had a lot less than I thought I did. I do have a couple things I didn't show you. One thing I didn't show you. This was a club room, kind of like a rugby shirt, sweatshirt. It looked really roomy. I planned on putting it on, and when I started to put it on tonight, it just felt like it was gonna eat me alive. So my husband is a little thinner than I am for sure, so I'm gonna see if he wants it. If not, I'm gonna hang on to it because I really liked the pockets in the front. I like the way it looked. So he may not even want it, but I'm gonna hang on to that. I'll probably hang on to that other the other Gap jeans jacket too, because I'm hoping that I'm going to be in that sooner rather than later. So I'm trying not to buy for later, but it landed in my lap, so this is where we're at. Okay, friends. Hello, Sister Thrifters. I am back with my haul from the bins from yesterday. I did not have a chance to film what I got of the stuff. I did film all of the clothes, and so I'm gonna give you a little view of the things that I purchased that were not clothing. I will show you one thing that's on my porch that I already have put out. I washed it up, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm gonna start with this bag. Normally I wouldn't show you a bag, but a lot of times I pick up the lightest thing I can find. This one was a really nice Barnes & Noble bag. It was very clean on the inside. I used that to put all my stuff in, and I could fit it all in there. So that was a great win because I can use that over and over and over again. So I'm gonna start with the little things that I got for the grandkids. I got a little space color and activity book. I have a grandson who's just now starting to enjoy coloring, so this may be a little advanced for him, but you know, he'll just color through the pictures like this and also the ones like this, and yeah, he'll love it. So that was in there. I also picked up a Spider-Man ball. It doesn't light up or anything, but he does like Spider-Man, so that's kind of fun. I always try to keep balls around the house. I picked up a Brio engine that was there. It was very clean. It's got the little magnetic guy on the back, and we have a lot of magnetic like Thomas the Tank and things like that. So this will be added to our bin downstairs that we keep for the grandkids to play with. I like old toys. I found this. I think I showed it in the video. I probably can't still do it, but I love these things, and I have a couple of them. I always try to pick them up. Gosh, I need dexterity training. So anyway, I picked that up for the grandkids and really for me, because they probably won't mess with it, let's be honest. I picked up this card. I liked it. You are the moment. So fair warning, I have somebody in mind for this. There'll probably be somebody watching this video, but anyway. And then I also picked up these little tattoos. This is from a Wicked, and they're little body tattoos. They were totally intact in a little, I mean, they're in the enclosure that somebody got them in. They haven't even been opened. So I'm gonna send those off with my sister to my niece. She loves Wicked. She loves all the villain stories. Charlotte Shines, if you watch any of her videos, or you'll see her in ours. She's also featured in a lot of my sister's videos from Sisters Thrift. So that kind of takes care of the kids stuff. I picked up, and I like to get these when I can. I got a lot of command strips. They had a bunch of them that they had there. They were just in a little package. You probably know this if you go to the bins, but I take the stuff out of the package and I just put it in my stuff. I put it in with my stuff. I take them out of their original packaging because that costs money for the packaging. It's by weight. So those I took out. The other thing I went ahead and took out were, I found 3 boxes of these really nice lights. I checked them all out. They have a plug there. I've got one more of these holiday lights. So I checked all of those. They all worked. So I took them out of their boxes and put them in this bag, and they get weighed all the same. I also, along the holiday lines, I picked up a whole thing of satin ribbon. I have a bunch of ribbon. I just kind of keep it. This is a white satin. They also had red velvet. So I picked that up. And then I picked up this beautiful embroidered kind of brocade looking ribbon. There's not a lot of it. It's kind of short, but it's long enough for a package for sure. So I picked that up. I loved it. It reminds me of trim that my mom used to have in her sewing kit. So I'm gonna use that during the holidays. A couple other weird things I picked up. This was absolutely intact. A puff in the box, a blender. So I wouldn't hesitate to pick that up. It's already enclosed. It's brand new. It's never been opened. So I went ahead and picked that up. I showed you my piece of art that I liked. This is vintage dictionary art. It's something that I would enjoy making. I used to do a lot of stamping. I did a lot of altered art. So this is something that reminded me of that. I just liked it. I picked it up. It'll be some little display somewhere in my house. I liked it. Maybe during Halloween or something. So anyway, I like that a lot. And it's on its own little board. It's got a little hanger thing here, or you can lean it, I guess, up on something, but I just thought it was cool. Okay, what else? I got this tin, Mary Inklebright. I got that for my sister. She may or may not want it, but she's getting it. And I also got a Bushnell binocular set. It had I had some on my porch from my mother-in-law from way back when, and hello, I can barely see you because I'm way too close. But anyway, I got those. I like binoculars every once in a while. We have birds and we just really enjoy watching the birds. So I'm gonna put that on the back porch, and got a couple other things that I'll show you here. This, I didn't know if I should pick this up or not, but I ended up picking it up. It's a shaker box set, and it's painted. I kind of think it was painted originally before it was sent out. It didn't quite have all the pieces. It had almost all. It's missing a lid for this taupey color. And then it had the green, the caramel, I guess I'll call it, or I don't know, ochre or whatever. And then this blue, and it had its own lid, and then the red. And then it had a smaller green that's missing. So it had most of the set. I kind of debated on just taking like the big piece, and I decided not to. It did have, on the bottom, it does have something that says, here we go, Orleans Carpenter. I'm not sure what that is. I'll do some research and check it out and see if I can find something before I finish the video. But I did find these boxes online, and they did seem to range around $40 to $45 for one. The very first thing when I walked in, I found this croquet mallet. I associate croquet with my mom. My mom used to play croquet. She played it with my children. I have a picture of her playing it in the dark. I mean, she was literally just really a game master. So that reminded me of her. It really was just one mallet. And then at the end of the time that I was at the bins, I saw a box, and the box had a cannibalized croquet set. It had some hooks. It was a very rudimentary box. It was old. But in there was one mallet. So I found another small mallet. And then it had a few balls and then hoops to put in the ground. Two of the balls I took. I did not take all of them, but I like these because they had kind of a funky little bit of color to them still. So I took those, and I have a little idea that I'm gonna try out, and I'll shoot you a picture and add it to the video if it turns out good. So, and then I had two more things. I had this little guy that I found. He was in with some glassware. He's super heavy, he's iron. And I like things like that to put in my garden or on the, in some of my plants, on the shelves, wherever near them. I think they're kind of fun. The last thing I found was this, and I will probably paint this. I will put it in my garage. It does have a marking on the back, and it says something about shaker. Let's see. It says something of Shaker Crafts, built of Shaker Crafts, Spring Lake, Michigan. So that's a local find. Spring Lake is near Grand Haven. I really like this. I thought I may leave it the same color. I don't know. I kind of like the wear on it. So we'll see. I may put that in. It's a TBD. But I really liked it, and that was really the haul. The one other thing I picked up, and I will show it to you, is the large coverlet. I picked up a large blue coverlet that I put on my front porch, where I added, where I had taken off the white coverlet, put it on the back porch recently. I found that they are great things to have covering the long bench cushions that I have. And they seem to be something that I can just take off, clean off, and then wash and put them back out fresh. I love that this one was $2. It was a threshold. It's a blue color. It's really pretty. I don't know how it'll translate on camera, but I'll show it to you anyway. Okay, so here's a view of my porch with the $2 coverlet over my existing little bench cover. I got these pillows at Ditto this year, and it's nice to have a little fresh look. I love the denim with it, and I can just take it in, throw it in the washer, bring it back out, and cover up that little cushion. And those cushions are very expensive, so I was happy with this solution. My poor little olive tree is just dying out here in this heat. But anyway, I love the look of that. I really like the blue with it, and I just thought it was a really good buy. Okay, friends, to complete this project, I put up that larger croquet mallet on my gallery wall. I'm loving it there. And then I put the smaller one on this side, just to give it a little contrast. And I put the two little balls, which I know the glare is there, up in the corner of the window. Please don't look and see if there's dust there, because there probably is. But I am liking the way this gallery wall keeps shaping up, and I'm continuing to add to it. You guys have seen some progress on it in the past couple weeks, and I'm still looking for some things, maybe right in this middle part right here, some small things. So we're gonna keep looking, and it's getting really fun. I love the croquet mallets, the little one, and I think that must have been from a child set. My husband thought it was maybe a gavel, but I think it is not. It was in with some hoops and stuff. So it's really just a cute little thing. That's kind of the best part of thrifting, is you get those emotions, you get the thoughts from the past, and that's what these are, the croquet mallets to me. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and we'll see you next time. Happy thrifting.